Hey there, Saki here from Saki Tech, and in today's video, I would like to talk about top 5 features of the LG G6. LG was nice enough to provide me with this preview unit, and after doing a deep dive into its soul, I have concluded that LG G6 will in fact be one of the top smartphones of 2017, primarily because of the top 5 features I'm about to reveal that specifically appealed to me. Now the first one is the dual camera system. So there are 2 cameras on the back, a 13 megapixel standard angle camera with an aperture of f1.8 and a 13 megapixel wide angle camera with an aperture of f2.4. When you are in the camera app, you can switch between the 2 lenses depending on whether you want a wide angle shot or a standard angle shot. Now here's an example of a photo taken with the standard angle lens, and here's the same photo taken by the wide angle lens from the same exact position. You can see how much more the wide angle can capture if required. So that's number 1. 2 cameras, 2 very practical angles to choose from. Number 2 is the size of this phone and its relative screen real estate. Now it's sitting side by side with the S7 Edge and the iPhone 7 Plus, and as you can see, not only does it have a smaller form factor, which means it will be easy to hold in one hand, but it's got a larger screen than both. So I've got a phone in my hands that has a larger screen than the iPhone 7 Plus and the S7 Edge, but it's easier to hold with one hand. That is quite impressive. And that's the reason why LG calls this the full vision display. It's a big screen that simply fits in your hand. So that's number 2, and number 3 in fact derives from number 2. I like the way they actually use the extra real estate of that super tall screen in the camera app. For instance, if you enable the camera roll option from the settings menu, you can activate a photo strip on top of the display that will give you a decent sized preview of every photo you take with the camera. Or if you choose a square camera mode, you can take a photo or record a video and preview it right away on a full-sized preview screen. And number 4 is the depth of customization you can achieve with this phone. There's a lot of features the LG retains which seem to be forgotten by other manufacturers. For example, I can go into the settings of the phone, go to display, and go to home touch buttons, and I can actually customize the strip of home buttons at the bottom of the screen. I can add up to 6 different buttons as you can see on the screen. I can even change the screen swiping effects, which is the kind of thing that has been disappearing from some of the other flagship phones. But with the LG G6, you can go right in there and change the screen swipe effect to 4 different effects, as you can see. So once I set this up, I can go back out, and now I have a different swiping effect on the screen. Little things, but they do matter, especially when you start to combine them together. For example, I can go into the lock screen settings and actually change the swiping effects even on the lock screen. And as you can see, I have a lot of different options to customize my phone the way I want it. So let's go back out there, turn off the screen by tapping the screen, tap again, turn it on, and look at that beautiful effect when you're trying to unlock the screen. These things do matter for Android users. Finally, number 5 is the proper optimization of the software. The LG G6 runs super smooth with no lag, no matter what. Launching apps, switching between apps, swiping through home screens, and rummaging through the settings executes as smooth as silk. It's not just the powerful Snapdragon 821 processor and 4 gigs of RAM that does it, but it really is very well optimized software. Not too long ago, lag-free smooth operation used to be a dream, and now it's a reality, and that makes me happy. Alright then, that is the end of the video and my take on some of the most prominent features of the LG G6. It's got a great dual camera system, a small form factor but with a large, vibrant display, innovative camera functions, snappy software, and fantastic customization features. So make sure to subscribe to Saki Tech and give this video a thumbs up. You have a fantastic day, and do not forget to follow me on my social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Saki Tech Online.